Alright, so let's see what we're going to talk about today.
And trying to find this thing that was never really actually there.
Sonic was never good.
Oh, that. So, IGN. We all know who IGN are, right? They talk about a lot of topics like movies, comics, and even video games. Oh, and they also said this.
Sonic was never good.
Yeah, I call that a bullshit hot take. The fact that they say something stupid like Sonic was never good is really ridiculous. And I haven't even talked about the best part about IGN. Their reviews. Their reviews are absolutely dog shit. Like a huge pile of dog shit. But we're not going to cover a lot of IGN's reviews. Not just yet, by the way. God, please help me. We're going to take a look at probably one of the worst IGN Sonic reviews ever. And you Sonic fans know what I'm talking about. And that is the Sonic Unleashed review. So let's take a look and see why Sonic fans hate this review so much.
There's one thing you should know about Sonic Unleashed before spending your hard-earned money on it. It's a big piece of garbage. Big piece of garbage.
And we start off with one of the worst beginnings of the video ever. Like, what?
Now, I have a theory when it comes to Sonic games. Someone at Sega hates the Hedgehog with all his might, and he's going about trying to sabotage the franchise with these awful games.
This is literally the dumbest theory I have ever heard. Why do you think someone at Sega hates Sonic so much they decide to ruin the franchise by making bad games? Like, what? Like, this argument just doesn't make any sense. Like, oh my god. Let's just move on. Hopefully it can't get any worse. It's gonna get worse, isn't it?
Fuck! This is the only explanation that makes any sense to me. Pretty much every decision made for this game was the wrong one, and Sonic ends up taking more beating than a piñata because of it.
Okay, can we talk about that he didn't even bother to press those buttons in that QuickTime event? Not to mention that he forgot to jump over that ledge. Now I found out why he made this shitty review. Because he sucks at this game, that's why.
Now the daytime stages are actually pretty fun. It's fast platforming that is mostly on rails, and for a brief moment you might actually think to yourself, wow, this is what a current gen Sonic game should be.
Well, finally, something positive coming out of your mouth.
Of course, your hopes will be brutally dashed later on, but never mind that for now.
Oh, come on, man!
The daytime sections aren't perfect by any means. The jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times, and it's just a lot of trial and error gameplay that can get a little bit repetitive after a while.
Bro, you suck at using boost. Not to mention that you dodge the dash panel. That's supposed to give you more speed. Oh my god, do you even know how to play this game?
Of course, Sonic turns into a werewolf. Oh, excuse me, Werehog, if you want to use the official terminology. Now, the reasons why he does this as well, it's not really worth getting into. However, you should know that the game changes completely. Gone is the speed of Sonic, replaced by a bunch of boring, brawling sections. The frame rate's bad, the camera's bad, and the fighting stuff is just tedious and terrible.
Okay, so I can understand why people didn't like the Werehog stages. I mean, like, yeah, it can be slow, it can be a bit boring, but in all honesty, I don't mind that as a kid, and even until now, I still don't mind it. The Werehog stages can be a bit fun, but nowhere near as fun as the daytime stages.
Oh yeah, and you have stretchy arms, because, you know, everybody knows that werewolves have stretchy arms. Even worse is that these stages drag on for like a half hour each. There's no excuse to extend the pain this much, especially since the fun daytime levels only last 4 or 5 minutes. Sonic the Werehog makes Biggs the Cat look like an endearing character. Yeah, it's that bad.
I'm sorry, what? Like I said, I understand why people aren't a big fan of the Werehog stage, but damn, you are too harsh about this stage. It's like your wife left you, my guy. And then you bring up Big the Cat? Oh my god, what even is this review?
However, Team Sonic didn't want to let any slip-ups happen. They had to make this game bad. So how do you make it worse? Well, first, you add completely unnecessary RPG elements. You gain XP for every bad guy you kill, and then you can spend this XP to increase things like Sonic's speed or your Werehog's moveset. It's not so terrible, but it does seem unnecessary.
Okay, as someone who has never played the Xbox 360 or PS3 version, I've only played the PS2 version, I said it in my Sonic Experience video, that's just the update system, not an RPG element.
I mean, really, do I need to pay to upgrade Sonic's speed? Shouldn't Sonic be as fast as he can be from the get-go? Isn't that the reason why I bought a Sonic game in the first place?
Bro, he sounds like a little kid that was so disappointed in his parents that they got him something that he never wanted. Oh my god, this review. Well, we're only in a few minutes to finish this video. Thank God.
Sonic Unleashed is a classic example of what happens when a good idea isn't left alone. There's just too much fussing that's been done to this once good formula.
And IGN is a classic example for a guy who was terrible at the game. He decided to make a negative review about it. Sure, the game can have some problems and there are some stuff that deserve to be criticized, but that doesn't make the game not fun because the game is fun. Sure, it may not be perfect, but still.
It's kind of like having a group of 5-year-olds come up with ideas after giving them a bowl full of sugar. Sure, there are fun parts buried inside, but don't subject yourself to the pain.
Okay, you know what? I'm done. I am so done looking at this review. I know we were almost done, but I just couldn't take it anymore, alright? IGN's dumbest excuse for Sonic being a bad franchise and hiring this guy to do a Sonic review was the dumbest thing ever. I hope we never hear that guy again, and I do hope he's fired. Wait, what? Really? Let's go! So it turns out IGN did really fire this guy for whatever reason. But good riddance. And also, IGN did came out with an apology to the Sonic franchise and said that it's always been good. And this came out after Sonic Frontiers was released. But IGN's reviews are still shit, even without Sonic games. But that will be all for this video. I hope you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.